Hey world, I'm Josh.
I'm Lauren.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Try Stuff.
Coffee edition.
Tonight we are trying one from Panther Coffee that has a pretty sweet name. It is the Nicaragua Brisas del Mogoton. And it is from Nueva Segovia, Nicaragua. And it was roasted like 5 months ago because we're terrible. And it was grown at 1,300 to 1,600 meters. And the varieties include red and yellow Catois, Bourbon, and Catimor. Fully washed process. And Panther is in constant pursuit of producing the highest quality coffee in a playful and intellectual way. Sourced from amazing farms and roasted in small batches, Panther Coffee has established itself as the go-to for specialty coffee in Miami, Florida. Mauricio Jimenez began planting coffee in the early 90s in his farm Brisas del Mogoton, which is now managed by his son Bayardo. A warm and comforting coffee, this cup has notes of toffee and bittersweet chocolate and a subtle red fruit acidity and a silky body. Here is a look at the beans. Kind of a random, really light one in there. And they honestly smell like a fairly dark roast. Obviously they're not, but that's the best smell. Like Starbucks-y. Obviously not, but that darkness.
I sort of get it.
How's it taste?
Really good.
Coffee smells good. It actually smells a lot different than the beans themselves. Kind of sweet.
Despite being on the citrusy side. Did you get it in your nose?
Yes. Okay.
Despite it being on the citrusy side of things, very smooth. Very drinkable.
I got a nose full of it. I see why you're saying citrus, but I think that's why they're saying toffee and silky. It does have like a sweet acidity to it.
Yeah, because it's very smooth.
Mm-hmm. Much better than I anticipated, honestly. I expected with words like bittersweet chocolate and silky to kind of hate it, but I don't. It's really drinkable.
There's no real aftertaste to it either. It's kind
You're right, it doesn't linger or
there
change.
and then nothing.
Which could be... I don't consider that a bad thing, but
No.
it could be a result of the age of the beans at this point.
Yeah, so that's our bad, if that's the case.
Not picking up on the bittersweet chocolate at all. It's sweeter than I
Yeah,
anticipated.
yeah, it's sort of like one of those chocolate oranges.
I would say red fruit does kind of fit. Red fruit, yeah, red fruit, toffee, silky. I could go along with all of those.
Mm-hmm.
Much better than anticipated.
Yeah, it's really good.
Between being 5 months off a roast and being described with flavor notes and having beans that honestly smelled. It's obviously not a dark roast, but it smelled like a French roast or something. So pleasantly surprised with this one. That's all I can really say.
Yeah.
Much better than I expected. Better than I had low expectations, and I think it's actually pretty solid.
I would love to try more from that brand, see what they've got going.
Mm-hmm. A very cool name for a coffee.
Yeah, sometimes we get a coffee and we're like, that's not for us, but I like this.
No, this isn't baloney by any. I'd tell you if I hated it. I expected to be honest.
No, I mean,
I really
like,
did.
in some of our Mistoboxes that we've received some that were real misses, but this is good. I mean, I'm interested to...
Don't be deceived by the toffee and bittersweet chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm interested to see what this coffee would be like fresher.
Right.
To see if there is more of a lingering aftertaste or if it really is just a really smooth finish.
And if it's not, we'll set it aside for 5 months and drink it then. Because we know if you set it aside for 5 months, it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, this coffee keeps really well, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, granted, these Mistobox bags are sealed and everything.
But still.
So it's keeping it pretty darn fresh. I think realistically we probably should have put it in the freezer until we were ready. But what are you going to do?
I've heard that some people say that's not a good thing, though. Freezing your coffee.
I've heard that if you're going to keep it long term, that's the way to do it. But we've had it in an airtight container, in an airtight bag. That's redundancy. And it held up pretty well. So I can see the timer about to run out on the camera, so thanks for watching.
Tell us what to try next. Comment down below.
And subscribe. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.